Ever wondered why fish don't know how to play hide and seek? Because they always get caught in the net. Oh come on, that's a good one. There's nothing quite like a fishy pun to kickstart our journey into the fascinating and often hilarious world of aquatic animals. And believe me, it's a world that's bubbling over with colorful characters, quirky behaviors, and of course, plenty of giggles. Take for instance, the humble goldfish. Did you know that they can't close their eyes because they don't have eyelids? Poor fellows, they can't even blink. Imagine trying to play a staring contest with a goldfish. You're bound to lose every single time. Then there's the puffer fish, the inflated egos of the sea. These guys puff up when they're threatened, turning themselves into spiky, unappetizing balloons. It's like their version of "you can't fire me, I quit." And let's not forget the seahorses. These fellas have taken the term modern family to a whole new level. It's the males that carry the babies. Now that's what I call a progressive species. But the aquatic world isn't just about the laughs. It's also a place of breathtaking beauty and staggering diversity. From the smallest plankton to the largest whale, each creature plays a vital role in the grand tapestry of life beneath the waves. As we venture further into the ocean, we'll encounter creatures that seem to have swum straight out of a science fiction novel. We'll meet the singing whales, the octopus escape artists, and the parrot fish that poop sand. Yes, you heard that right, but hey, no spoilers. We'll get to all that in good time. So, buckle up, or should I say put on your diving suits. It's going to be a wild, wet, and wonderfully weird ride. Now let's dive deep into the ocean and uncover some of the most amusing stories about our finned friends. Did you know that whales are the Pavarottis of the ocean? Yes, you heard it right. These majestic creatures don't just swim around aimlessly, oh no, they're busy belting out tunes that would give even the most seasoned opera singers a run for their money. Just imagine a gargantuan underwater concert where our star performer, Mr. Whale, is serenading the vast ocean with his melodious voice. But here's the fun part. Whale songs aren't your typical pop music. They're more like a mixtape of the greatest hits across various genres. You've got your classic rock, where our whale friend channels his inner Rolling Stones, belting out powerful notes that reverberate through the ocean. Then there's the soothing rhythm and blues, where the whale croons a soulful melody that would make even Barry White nod in approval. But the concert doesn't stop there. Next up is the country music segment, where our finned friend dons his metaphorical cowboy hat and strums out a tune that would have even Johnny Cash tapping his foot to the rhythm. And just when you think it couldn't get any better, the whale whips out the grand finale, a dramatic opera performance that would make Pavarotti himself stand up and applaud. This is where the whale truly shines, hitting those high notes with a finesse that could only come from years of practice in the open ocean. So, why do whales go through all this trouble? Well, they're not just doing it for the applause. These songs play a vital role in their communication. They use these melodious symphonies to convey messages, attract mates, and even navigate through the vast expanse of the ocean. And the best part? Each whale has its own unique song, like a signature tune that sets it apart from the rest. It's like having your own personal theme song that you belt out every time you make an entrance. So, next time you hear a whale song, remember, it might just be the next big hit in the ocean's top charts. What do you get when you cross an octopus with Houdini, the ultimate escape artist? Now imagine this. You're a security guard at an aquarium. Your job is to keep an eye on the octopus tank. Seems easy enough, right? But then, one day you notice something odd. The octopus that was there just a moment ago is now missing. You look around, baffled. You check under the rocks, behind the fake coral, even in the tiny caves. But the octopus is nowhere to be found. Now you may be thinking, an octopus escaping? That's preposterous. But let me assure you, my friend, it is far from fiction. You see, octopuses are the Houdinis of the sea. They can squeeze their soft, boneless bodies through the tiniest of spaces. A hole the size of a coin? No problem for our eight-legged escape artist. Now you might be wondering, how do they do it? Well, the answer lies in their unique body structure. Unlike us humans or even other marine creatures, octopuses are invertebrates, meaning they have no bones. This allows them to contort and squeeze their bodies into shapes and sizes you wouldn't believe possible. Let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer genius of this creature. It's not just about the physical flexibility. Octopuses are incredibly intelligent. They can solve puzzles, use tools, and even mimic other animals. It's like they have their very own bag of magic tricks. They're the underwater equivalent of illusionists, always ready to put on a show. So if you ever find yourself in charge of an octopus tank, remember, it's not as easy as it looks. You're dealing with a mastermind, a creature that can disappear before your eyes, leaving you scratching your head in wonder. And if you ever decide to play a game of hide and seek with an octopus, well, let's just say you're in for a real challenge. So, if you ever play hide and seek with an octopus, be ready for a challenge. Ever enjoyed a beautiful sandy beach? You might want to thank a parrotfish for that. Now, before you go ew and swear off beach vacations forever, let's dive a bit deeper into this hilarious and somewhat gross fact. Parrotfish, those colorful, beak-faced swimmers, are the ocean's unsung heroes. And why, you ask? Well, they're the architects behind your favorite sandy beaches. Yes, you heard that right. The sand beneath your toes, the sand you use to build your majestic sandcastles, is actually a byproduct of the parrotfish's lunch. You see, parrotfish have a peculiar diet. They love to munch on the algae that grows on coral reefs, but here's the catch. They don't have the luxury of toothpicks or floss. They can't just pick out the algae, so they gulp down the whole thing, coral and all. Their beak-like teeth grind the hard coral into a fine powder, which passes through their digestive system. And voila, when nature calls, out comes a stream of, you guessed it, sand. So, essentially, these fish are eating mountains and pooping out beaches. Talk about a diet that really rocks. Each parrotfish can produce around 1 ton of sand per year. That's like pooping out a small car. Imagine if we had that superpower, we'd have the cleanest streets in the world and public bathrooms would certainly be a lot more interesting. But let's not forget the environmental aspect. By munching on the coral, parrotfish help keep the reefs healthy and prevent them from being smothered by algae. They're like the underwater gardeners of the sea, maintaining the balance of the ecosystem while simultaneously providing us with our beloved sandy beaches. So while it might seem a bit icky at first, this funny fact really puts into perspective how interconnected our world is, and how even the smallest creatures can have a big impact. So remember, next time you're building a sandcastle, give a little nod to the hardworking parrotfish. Because without them, our beach vacations might look a whole lot different. Well, we've had quite the oceanic adventure, haven't we? A journey that took us through the laughter-filled lanes of the deep blue. So let's dive back in one more time, shall we? We began with an enigma, a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside a fishy fish. The answer why it's our melodious friend, the singing whale. These whales don't just sing for the fun of it, oh no, they use their songs as a form of communication, a way to say hello, goodbye, or watch out for that giant squid. It's like their own underwater opera, minus the overpriced popcorn and fancy attire. Then we swam over to meet the master of disguise and the Houdini of the deep sea, the octopus. With their unparalleled escape skills and knack for camouflage, these 8-armed wonders could give any magician a run for his money. And let's not forget their ability to squeeze through the tiniest of spaces. Who needs doors when you're an octopus, right? Our next stop was the parrotfish's sand creation. These colorful swimmers not only add a dash of vibrancy to the ocean floor, but also play a vital role in the creation of beautiful beaches. Yes, you heard that right, those sandy shores you love so much. You can thank a parrotfish for that. Chomp, chomp, poop, and voila, a sandy paradise. Talk about a sandwich you didn't expect. So, there you have it, folks. Our little tour of the ocean's funniest, quirkiest, and most fascinating inhabitants, each with their unique tale to tell, each adding a splash of humor to the grand tapestry of marine life. And remember, the next time you look at the ocean, there's a whole world of hilarious hijinks happening beneath the surface. Until next time, keep your fins flapping and your gills giggling.